shit. We on? Hey, YouTube, what up? Pink Lady T-Birds just happen to be watchers of my shit. It's your girl, Jimmy Pink, and y'all already know what it is when y'all see the background. I didn't bring no glasses today, and literally, like, I'm sick as fuck right now, so, like, even if I don't mind showing my eyes on camera, I would not show them looking like this. They bloodshot, they swole. It's gross. But anyway, I would like to talk about Kanye West being hospitalized for what I can only assume, even though that's not exactly what it's saying, what I can only assume is mental health issues, because it said for his own health and safety. So I'll go on Twitter. Shout out to DJ Academics, because I just happened to see it on YouTube first, and then I went on Twitter to see what was going on. And a lot of people are saying, like, oh, okay, well, y'all was all whoop-de-whoop about Kid Cudi. Y'all not going to be like that for Kanye and this and this and this and that. Speaking of somebody that just did a video, literally the last video I posted, I ended with about 2 minutes and 30 seconds of me saying, fuck Kanye West. Here's the thing. And I'm very open on this channel. I've said it before. I myself deal with mental health issues. I have anxiety and panic disorder. I brought up Kid Cudi's situation in a video about Drake dissing Kid Cudi because of the mental health issues. So this isn't the first time me talking about this. What I will say is this. It's suspect. I'm just gonna keep it out. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. It's suspect to me because the signs are not there, because of the timing. Kid Cudi just got out, and it was like, oh, well, Kid Cudi, everybody was arms wide open. So now that everybody is mad at me, maybe if I say, well, this is why I did all of this, then, you know, they'll just chalk it up as a loss and chalk it to the game as mental health. I don't want to say that anybody would fake that. However, it's an easy disorder to fake because there are really no physical attributes that you could see to say that somebody has a mental disorder. So it's actually pretty easy to fake it. Even when you go to a doctor and say, this is how I'm feeling, there are no blood tests for you to take to say this person got anxiety disorder, this person is depressed, this person is bipolar. Well, bipolar is a chemical imbalance, so maybe. But it's easily faked. Now with that, this is the reason why. And I mentioned this in the video when I was talking about, I don't know if I mentioned it in the video or if I was talking to somebody about it. When you look at people like a Kid Cudi, or I will even say a Phyllis Hyman, a Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse. These are people that write their own music, that once, and just fortunately for us, Kid Cudi caught himself. But these are people that was leaving breadcrumbs upon breadcrumbs, hints upon hints, that there was something deeper going on. That there was a problem, that they were depressed, that they may be suicidal, that they were abusing drugs. I'll even stretch it as far out as to say the Weeknd. Like, knock on wood, I hope not, but I would not be surprised if in 5 years the Weeknd OD. Because when people have addictions, which to a point an addiction is also a mental disorder. When people have mental disorders, and again, because it's easy to be faked, and most people, in most cases, it's something that you would think the average person would just get over, and this person just can't, and it kind of may just seem like they stubborn or stuck up or whiny. However, for me, in Kanye West, the signs are not there. I don't hear no whole bunch of depressing, you hate your life, you would rather be alone type of imagery in your music. Not the way we heard with Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse. Like, I don't hear that in his music. Everybody else that has had a mental disorder and has come out with a mental disorder, that has been a musician, you hear that shit in their music. You might not notice it at first. And of course, we now live in a different age where it's not such a stigma for having a mental disorder. So it may be more recognizable to us now. Like, well, damn, this nigga don't rap about nothing about being alone and sad all the time. Don't never make a song about being happy. That's number one for me. I don't even go as far as to say even myself. Did I write a whole bunch of depressing songs? No. But I got plenty of lyrics about not being able to breathe, about being nervous, because I have that problem. So when you're writing from your own experience, like you should be if you are a songwriter, especially as a rapper, the same shit is going to come up over and over again because it's you talking about you. I never heard that in Kanye music. I've never really heard that dread. I've heard a couple things about him being insecure, but nothing to the levels of this. The other thing I want to say is that Kanye has never not been outspoken. Okay? So when they're like, oh, Kanye is doing another one of his rants, it's because Kanye makes rants. That's what he does. He's never been not outspoken. He's always been outspoken. I say that to say this. As somebody with a mental disorder, if you have a break, you want to call it a psychiatric break, a nervous breakdown, whatever you want to call it, but let's just say when your mental disorder hits its pinnacle, for me it's going to be an anxiety attack. Like, it's going to be a crippling one where I feel like I can't breathe, like I feel like I can't move, like somebody may have to physically pick me up. Like, that is the pinnacle of anxiety for me. And everybody's is different. I mean, there's characteristics, but everybody's is really different. When you reach that, it is not uncharacteristic for you to do something that's out of character. The difference is this is not out of character for Kanye West at all. It's not uncharacteristic for him to just pop off at the mouth and say whatever the fuck he want to say. He's been doing it since he came out. And once again, a lot of times things are reflected in your music. Kanye is a cocky motherfucker that think he God and think he can say anything and think he is a genius. All of that. He ain't just started saying this shit. He ain't just started acting like this. So I'm not necessarily seeing a psychiatric break. Now you can go ahead and say exhaustion. You know, that time old honor thing they use in Hollywood, he got checked to the hospital for exhaustion. I believe that. It's got to be hard. You got 2 young babies. Your wife just got robbed. You on tour, you just released the album, and it was still going on, your name is always in the news. Like, I can see exhaustion. I can see you needing a break. Yeah, and I can see you needing a break mentally. But you know, the average motherfucker that got money, we can't take a break like that. I can't just say, oh my God, I'm not even going to tell y'all what's going on in my life because that ain't me. But let's just say, I almost reached my motherfucking pinnacle today. But guess what? I don't come to work, I don't have no job, and I don't get paid. I didn't got money like that. So I had to suck it up, buttercup. I might have sat here for about 2 hours and cried while I was at work. Just luckily I work in an environment that I ain't around nobody else. But, okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is just the timing. So it just so happens, and not to say not to say that it could not happen. I am quite sure. And again, I can only speak from anxiety disorder. I know if somebody else is stressing out, that will transfer onto me and make me have a panic attack if my levels is already up that I'm prone to have one anyway. Like, I know when I'm anxious. I know, like, okay, maybe I need to just stay away, be to myself, try to sit over here, roll something, smoke something, have a drink, and just be to myself, because the first person that's going to do something is going to put me in a panic attack. But I just find it very, very odd that you just brought Kid Cudi out of the concert, went in a rant. America mad as hell at you right now. You got the 50% of people that wasn't fucking with Donald Trump voters to begin with is mad at you. 25% of the people, I'm not going to say 25%. Yeah, I will. 25% of the black people that voted for Donald Trump mad at you because you ain't voted at all, which to me is in the story. It don't matter who you would have voted for, you ain't vote. So you got more than half your fan base mad at you. Then you want to go into black people harp too much about racism. Miss George Bush doesn't care about black people. Then you go in on personal shit. Like I said in the last video, that's when you lost your hood pass. The black folks was done with you right there. And you ain't got to be a member of the Beehive. You ain't got to be Rock Army. None of that. It's just looking at it as a human being and saying, well, damn, even if we wasn't famous, well, I want my friend, if I didn't like the way that they was raising their kids and I didn't want to bring mine around or anything, if we supposed to be friends, we was ever friends, you just gonna put me on blast anyway, you would be dead to me. But y'all on the level where this is millions of people. The hood was fucking done with you for that. So I find it odd that you just got up on your shit. I'm on my Trump shit tonight. I can say anything I want. It worked for him because this motherfucker did it and became president of the United States. So surely Jesus can do it. No, you can't. Because we harp too much on racism in America. Nigga, you still black. You can't say anything that you want and think you ain't gonna get backlash. You know why? We already knew Donald Trump ass was the biggest and a racist and a sexist and a xenophobe. So anything we said about that, we already knew. You ours, nigga. You ain't supposed to. What are you fucking doing? So everybody is mad at you. So I find it so odd, the timing that now it's because you got a mental disorder. Now you had a psychotic break. Now you need to be hospitalized. He ain't need to be hospitalized when he busted on stage and said, Taylor, I'm going to let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. He ain't need to be hospitalized then. He ain't need to be hospitalized when he was on live TV for something that was supposed to be making money for Katrina victims. And regardless or not, I'm going to say motherfuck Donald Trump up until he gets sworn in, because he ain't the president yet. But you just don't blatantly be disrespectful to the president. You just gonna blur out George Bush doesn't care about black people. Not in that manner and not for what you was doing. He didn't need to be hospitalized then. Nobody wanted to hospitalize him when he said he was the next Walt Disney, he was the next Andy Warhol. Nobody wanted to hospitalize him then. When he asked Mark Zuckerberg, I'm $43 million in debt, you need to listen to my ideas. Nobody wanted to hospitalize him then. When he came out at the first concert and tried to put Jay-Z and Beyonce on blast, you my brother, you ain't even come to the house and check on me. Nobody wanted to hospitalize him then. So the point that I'm making is this. I find it real fucking odd now that everybody done fucking turned on your ass. Now it's cancellatory and you need to be hospitalized for mental exhaustion or whatever. I'm praying for Kanye West because, mental disorders are not a laughing matter. And I truly hope that you do get the help that you need, because I do think you do have a mental disorder. However, I think your mental disorder is delusions of grandeur. Is what I think it is. I think you have delusions of grandeur, but I don't think you... Delusions of grandeur is not something that you get hospitalized for, you get elected for president for it. But anyway, I hope you get the help you need, but I'm sorry to say it, I think it's a stunt. I'm sorry. I do. I don't make jokes out of it. I don't make light out of it, but the signs leading up to just ain't there. I think this is a stunt to try to get your fan base, or some of them, back in order, because I mean, you really fucking dropped the ball this time, Kanye. Like that, you not Yeezus. So anyway, I hope this was informative. I know it was a little bit long-winded, but it needed to be said. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribe already. Become a Pink Lady or a T-Bird today. You can also follow me on Twitter. Please do not retweet my Kanye is over party tweet, because I got enough retweets on that bitch and I'm tired of my phone going off. But follow me on Twitter, same way it's spelled here, Jean with the I, Pink with the Y. And next time I do a video, I'll make sure I have on glasses. Deuces.